The laughter started the day the veteran disappeared into the hillside with nothing but a shovel, a wounded knee, and a dog everyone said was smarter than him. Neighbors leaned against pickup trucks and shook their heads as the man carved a home into rock like he had given up on the world above ground. They call it a cave, a hole, a grave waiting to happen. What they did not know was that the hill was listening. The ground was hiding a secret older than the town itself, and a loyal dog would soon change the meaning of survival forever. If you believe that silent heroes still exist and that second chances come the most unexpected ways, take a moment right now to like this video, share it, comment, and subscribe to the channel so more stories like this can reach people who need hope. Ethan Walker came back from the war with less than he left with. His uniform was folded away, his medals locked in a box he never opened, and his body carried damage that made standing for long hours painful. The town welcomed him politely at first, but politeness faded when he could not hold a steady job, when his temper flared too quickly, when his nights were loud with memories no one else could hear. He sold what little he had left and bought a cheap plot of land on the edge of the mountains, land no one wanted because it was mostly rock and steep slopes. Ethan did not want comfort or beauty. He wanted quiet. He wanted something solid enough to lean against when his hands shook. So he began digging. The cave house was born out of necessity and stubbornness. Ethan learned from old survival manuals, from instinct sharpened by years of adapting to danger. Rock insulated better than wood. Earth held warmth in winter and cool in summer. While others paid rising heating bills, Ethan slept under stone, wrapped in silence. His dog, Ranger, a retired military working dog with scars that matched Ethan's, stayed by his side through every blow of the pickaxe. Ranger watched the shadows, listened to ground, and waited with a patience that mirrored his owner's broken calm. The town never stopped mocking. People drove by slowly to take pictures. Children dared each other to knock on the cave entrance and run. Online posts joked about the crazy vet living like a mole. Ethan heard it all but said nothing. He had learned long ago that survival did not require approval. What he did not know was that the cave was deeper than he planned, older than he imagined, and not entirely empty. One night, during a violent storm that sent rain crashing down the mountain, Ranger began acting strangely. He paced the cave, nose pressed to the stone wall at the far end, whining softly in a way Ethan had only heard once before overseas, when danger was buried beneath rubble. Ethan followed the dog's focus, touching the wall, feeling a faint hollow vibration beneath solid rock. Exhausted and annoyed, he ignored it at first, but Ranger would not stop. He scratched, pawed, and pressed his body against a stone until Ethan finally picked up his tools. What Ethan uncovered over the next several days changed everything. Behind the natural rock face was a sealed chamber, hidden with craftsmanship far beyond anything modern. The air inside was stale, preserved, untouched. When the opening finally gave way, light revealed crates stacked with careful precision, metal boxes stamped with symbols Ethan did not recognize, and documents sealed in wax containers. Ranger sat still, alert, as if guarding something sacred. Ethan did not understand what he found, but he knew it was not junk. He contacted a geologist, then a historian, then authorities. What followed felt unreal. The chamber was part of a long-forgotten private reserve built during the early 20th century, used to store assets during a time of instability. Gold, rare minerals, bearer bonds, and historical artifacts untouched for decades sat beneath the mountain. The estimated value reached $265 million, a number so large Ethan could not process it. News spread faster than the storm that had revealed it. The same neighbors who mocked him now stood in stunned silence. Cameras arrived. Officials praised his honesty. Experts called the discovery one of the most significant private finds in modern American history. But what mattered most to Ethan was not the money. It was a quiet understanding that the ground he trusted had trusted him back. The cave he built to survive had become a shelter for more than just his body. With legal ownership confirmed and compensation secured, Ethan did something no one expected. He paid off debts across town, anonymously at first. He funded a veterans rehabilitation center nearby, built not with flashy signs, but with stone and earth, designed for peace and healing. He repaired roads, restored old homes, and set aside land for families who had nowhere to go. He never built a mansion. He stayed in his cave, expanded carefully, respectfully, keeping the mountain intact. Ranger aged quickly after that, his job finally complete. Ethan carried him on bad days, sat with him during long nights, and whispered thanks in the fur that had never failed him. When Ranger passed, Ethan buried him at the cave entrance, where the mountain met the sky. He carved a simple marker, no name, no rank, just a symbol of loyalty. Before this story ends, take a moment to comment what this journey made you feel, or who it reminded you of. Your words matter more than you know. The town never laughed again. They learned that strength does not always stand tall or live above ground. Sometimes it digs deep, survives quietly, and waits for the right moment to be seen. A veteran and his dog did not just uncover a hidden chamber. They uncovered the truth that dignity, patience, and loyalty can turn mockery into legacy, and that the strongest foundations are often the ones no one sees.